My name is Emile Stam. I'm the Chief Commercial Officer at OpenLine, one of the Netherlands' biggest managed cloud solutions providers. And our relation with Cisco is that we use a lot of Cisco products to integrate that into our services towards about 160 customers in healthcare, local government and social housing. Oh, we're using tons of them. Beside all tastes of firewalls, we are using the iron port for mail. We are using a lot of networking products as well, in which security is also embedded. And we're also using the SecureX platform to leverage our automation, security automation. I think since we started the company in 2002, at that moment it was not branded as such, but security is embedded in every Cisco product. So I think since 2002. We have about 160 customers, and each of these customers have their own compliance set of rules, their governance. So the use cases might vary, but it's all about keeping them safe on all levels. On a technical level, on a tech framework level, but also on a personal level, so that we try to prevent our customers from doing things that they were not intended to do as well. So the use cases are quite varying, and we embed them in all our services and also in our security operations center. Most of them don't even know that they are adding to being more secure. It's like getting current out of the wall. They expect it to be secure, but at moments when we have a big threat from the outside, they will see and they will know that we are far faster and better able to protect them and react to threats from the outside. The best features from Cisco products that we found most valuable, I think the latest part is actually the security product for the endpoint, formerly known as AMP. What you see is that they have behavioral analytics in the product, so you can be more proactive towards zero days threats. So I think I found that quite good, and I'm also a big fan of Talos, which provide us with a lot of insights to react faster. So we also create our own tool set to embed the Talos input to the Cisco products, which was not a native function, but it's being enhanced right now in the new Secure and SecureX platform. Yeah. It's about difficult questions, I think. It's hard to rate it. From a technical perspective, I think I would rate it quite high, somewhere between a 7 or an 8. From a behavioral perspective towards the end customers, leveraging, I think there's still a little bit of work still to do, because we need to help the end customers to be more aware of what they are doing. And on the endpoint for a user, they don't exactly see what is happening. From a visual perspective, you also want to have a feeling that you're safe or get some tips or tricks to be more safer. But from the most important part, I think I would rate it very high. And that's the technical part. We really trust on Cisco. I think it would be somewhere between a 7 and 8, because we have a high ambition level. Perhaps with the new Cisco 3100 series firewalls, it will go up a little bit, because that will also help us in our risk-based security approach. But for now, between a 7 and 8, in the Netherlands it's quite a good number. My children would be very happy if scored that on school, yeah. I think on the firewall level, they were lagging a little bit behind, but they are running up again. So I have full trust in the new 3000 series on the firewalls, where we are always also able to look more into the traffic that we're monitoring. So get more security layers in our services. So they would definitely make a big step on there. Yes, it did. Especially with the SecureX platform and helping us automate certain processes and do a first analytics, so preventing us to take each and every individual part of the logging, and they have the intelligence in there to do the first check for us, and that saves a lot of time. It does, but not only from a secure perspective, because our full stack is based on Cisco, so we leverage the full integration part of that. So we have our compute, we have our networking, we have our security, and that makes it easier because you have less interfaces with different products. Yeah, we were using different products before, but we made a strategic choice to use the endpoint protection part before we used another product. We're very happy with this part because it really works on all types of devices, all types of endpoints, not only the user endpoint, but also the networking endpoint and a lot of server platform endpoints as well. It's part of the primary reason, and obviously also costs. And OpEx is a part of the strategic choice to do so. But the most important part is that it had the behavior analytics part in there. So be more prepared for zero-day attacks. I think we only had one real runner-up, and it was Microsoft Defender, which is also a good solution, but it's less integrated with our Cisco infrastructure. It can always be cheaper. Yeah. We really do not measure that on a product basis. We have a growth rate with our company that lies between 15 to 30% each year in our services and profits, so it definitely adds to that as well. And it's year on year, so we're doing quite well, and that's also partly of Cisco. Only indirectly. As a board, we do look at these choices that we are making, but the real firm choices are made by our Chief Technology Officer and our Corporate Information Security Officer and people in the operation, but we always look on the board level, so what are the benefits and what are the costs. So indirectly I'm involved, but I'm not the one who made the decision. The deployment of Cisco Secure solutions are a little bit in the midst because we had such a big install base that we had a lot of time. It was a program of approximately 1.5 years, but we have such a big install base that for us it was a tough project. Was it tough because of Cisco? I don't think so. It is because it was such a big install base. We handled it as a project. First we had to explain to our customers that we're going to use another product and the why. So we had a lot of marketing and communication done beforehand. We did have to train our people, our resources. We had to fix our automation, and on that we had our implementation plan per customer. Because it does impact the performance at first, because he has to get to know the infrastructure, has to get to know the services, and after that it all worked out well. And we are continuing to do so because it is a never-ending project, because there are still new releases, new features, so it's embedded continuously in our organization right now. It's sort of cyclic maintenance. So I think I would give them a firm 9. Yeah, because we still had to do it ourselves. If they had done it for us and it was just one click on a button, then I would have given them a 10. Yeah. Don't take it too light, and implement it with your customer in mind. And do not only implement it as a technical project. It's all about risk, mitigating risks at your customers, and they might not always be technical. And be aware that implementing such a new embedded technology might also cause impact on the performance at a certain level. So keep informing your customers about the benefits and say that it might be a little difficult at certain times, but when we're finished, they're far safer than they were ever before. Yeah, from us, OpenLine, we have a big customer base, and in healthcare, in local government, in logistics, and social housing. So our societal responsibility is quite huge in the Netherlands. And I think Cisco might also be aware that that's the impact that they have. Just not look at us as a managed services company or a partner. Just be proud that your reach, your societal reach in the Netherlands is so high. So they're part of that as well. And at certain times I don't think they're aware that they can be far more prouder than they are right now.